Hey, this is Mike Madden, the Mental Block Doc. Are you ready to kick your butts for good? Now, in the last video, I was sharing this concept of the results formula, how our thoughts create our feelings creates our actions, and our actions are creating the results that we're seeing in our life. Now, most of us try to make changes in our lives by focusing on the end of the results formula. In other words, they go right for the action, the behavior, and let's focus on changing our behaviors. But remember, your thoughts are creating your feelings, which is driving your behaviors or actions. Now, if you try to change your actions without changing the thought or the feeling that's driving that action, you're going to have a struggle on your hands because you're struggling against the thought and feeling that's fueling the action that you want to change. That's why for so many of us, change is so frustrating because we want to change how much we're eating. We want to change that we don't want to smoke anymore. We try to get motivated to exercise. We try to stop procrastinating without changing the thought and the feeling that's driving the very thing that we're doing. Now, when you can get hold of why you are not doing something or why you are doing something, then it will reveal to you the thought-feeling combination that's driving it. When you change the thought and the feeling, the changing of the action becomes so much easier. Now, a good example of this is a heavy-duty smoker. Okay, I work with a lot of smokers. Okay, a lot of people are trying to quit. This is one person in particular tries to quit time and time again. It just couldn't. It was just too hard. Just failure after failure after failure. So they finally go to the doctor for some chest pain that they're experiencing. And after getting checked out, they get a diagnosis. And it scares the hell out of them. And immediately they're able to change their action. All of a sudden, they're able to quit smoking. So what changed? The only thing that's changed was their mind. They were told something new. There was a new circumstance in their life that triggered a new thought. That new thought gave them a new feeling. That new feeling created a new action. That action gave them a new result. And therefore, the ability to quit smoking was easy. See, when you understand why you're doing something or why you're not doing something, you begin to understand you're not taking the action you want because of the thought and feeling that's driving it. But once you change your thought pattern and change your feeling pattern, you're able to change the actions and the results so much easier. And that's really what I work on with all my coaching clients. It's about finding the cause of your habits, the cause of your patterns, why you do what you do. And once we discover that, change is so easy. So let me give you a personal example how this all ties together. Years ago, I entered a body transformation contest. Yes, I did. Now, I tried to do contests like these before, years before this particular one. No success. Okay. Now, here was my pattern. Okay. I would start off, it was a 90-day competition, start off super excited, taking my before pics, got my diet ready, got my exercise program ready. I was psyched, man. I would always start on a Monday. After a whole week, I started slacking off a little bit. And then the next week, and I got to the point, why bother? I'll just wait for the next contest. And this was contest after contest after contest. I just puttered out. Now, I just talked about how our thoughts drive our feelings, which drives our actions or our inactions. So in this case, in my case, it was inaction. I was procrastinating. I wasn't exercising. I wasn't dieting. So I asked myself, what do I feel when I don't want to exercise or diet? What's going on feeling wise? And it came to me, when I decided that I don't want to go to the gym today, I want to cheat on my diet. I would feel lethargy, very lethargic. I would procrastinate. I didn't feel any urgency at all. I was feeling that blah. So I said, all right, that's how I feel. What am I thinking that's causing that feeling? Remember, our thoughts cause our feelings, which causes our actions or our inactions in this case. Here's what I came up with. This was a 90-day transformation contest. In the beginning, the first week, I'm excited. I'm fueled up. And then after the first week, that excitement wears off. And I begin to think, I got plenty of time. I can slack off a little bit. God, it's 90 days. Come on, man. I'll pick up the pace next week. And then that week comes and it's not any better. And then I'll pick up the pace next week. And then I have 80 days left in the competition. I have 70 days left in the competition. I can get serious next. I'll really double it up. You see my pattern here, right? Pretty soon there's 4 weeks left in the contest. My body hasn't changed. I gave up. Let's look for the next contest. I was stuck in this faulty pattern. So my thinking was, I have so much time. There's no need to get serious yet. And the feeling that thinking caused was laziness. And the action, the behavior was, I don't really need to work out today. I can put it off. I don't need to diet today. And the result was no change. I'll just do the next contest. So I had to go to the root and change my thinking. See, my problem was I had 90 days. That's plenty of time to slack off. And that's what started this chain reaction of feeling a certain way, behaving a certain way, and very predictable outcomes. So I came up with a way to change my thinking. Instead of looking at it as 90 days with all this time, I said, let me break it up into 3 30-day challenges. So first day of the contest, I took my before pick. Rather than 90 days, I gave myself 30 days to begin to make changes. And at the end of 30 days, I would take a picture of myself and post it. All right. The fact that it was 30 days instead of 90 days gave me a sense of urgency. It kept me motivated. It kept me in tune with my exercise and my diet, especially if I'm going to post this every 30 days. I want people to see some kind of change, right? My pride is on the line here. So my goal after 30 days was to see some change, take another picture and do the cycle for another 30 days, take a picture, do the cycle for another 30 days. And that was the final pick. And that change in my thinking won me the contest. I actually won. You cannot struggle yourself into change. You cannot beat yourself into change. It will not be permanent. It will not last. Whether you're trying to stop smoking, whether you're trying to lose weight or trying to do something in your life, to create something in your life, you can't do it with force because you're going to buckle under pressure. You can't do it with willpower alone because it's you against you and you're trying to defeat your own mind with your own mind. So I really want to emphasize that once you understand that your thoughts creates your feelings, which creates your actions, that's why you're not taking action, or that's why you're doing something that you don't want to be doing. So that was a lot I threw at you. Okay, take a deep breath. Understand the pattern, what's going on behind the scenes, and don't beat yourself up for it. Okay, let's pick this up in the next video. For more information on how to kick your butts for good, please click the link in the description below. I will see you in the next video.